So if you haven't heard the news yet, everything is pumpkin spice. Now, you know, I'm not a huge fan of kind of like pumpkin flavored things, but when I went to create a new smoothie flavor, which I'll tell you about in just a second, I realized that pumpkin spice and things flavored pumpkin spice are actually just all the delicious flavors that I love, like cinnamon and nutmeg and allspice. And so I actually love everything pumpkin spice now. Now, the problem though is when you're going into the stores or you're going to your local coffee shop and you're looking at all these pumpkin spice drinks and flavored products, they all are just loaded with junk, sugars, additives, artificial flavors. And of course, if you're going to that, you know, neighborhood coffee shop, then it's full of tons of caffeine and of course, hidden dairy. And so even if you do go to one of those places and you get almond milk or coconut milk, they're usually filled with sugars as well. Or even a pumpkin syrup that contains condensed milk and artificial dyes and colorings and preservatives. So who wants all that junk when you're simply trying to enjoy a delicious flavor of pumpkin spice? Not me. So I know so many of you, just like me, are trying to follow the Myers way, yet still be able to enjoy the classic flavors of pumpkin spice. You want to, you know, enjoy just like everybody else. You want to partake in all this pumpkin spice madness. My pumpkin spice paleo protein powder. So this is a limited edition. We only made one batch. We put it on pre-sale about a month ago, and now it's in stock and it's shipping out, and we've already sold half of it, or nearly half of it. So if you love pumpkin spice as much as I do, you have got to get some of this. So let me show you some things that I'm going to be making that are super duper easy. So I'm going to tell you, first of all, why I love this. It is filled with our grass-fed beef, hydrolyzed beef that has never been given antibiotics or hormones. Now that's the base. And then inside is organic pumpkin. So if you don't like the flavor of pumpkin, you really don't taste it. But of course, who can have a pumpkin spice product without having any pumpkin in it? So it does not have the pumpkin seeds. We've been asked that by a few people who were concerned for AIP. It's the pumpkin, it's the meat of the pumpkin, organic pumpkin. And then it has cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, and allspice. So there are no natural flavors in this one. We use the real spices. And when I make a smoothie here in a second, you'll see how you can see all the spices at the bottom. Like I said, it comes from the grass-fed, antibiotic, hormone-free, non-GMO, hydrolyzed beef, has 21 grams of protein, whoop, whoop, and is of course grain-free, dairy-free, sugar-free, gluten-free. There is a hint of stevia in it. So, and literally, I am not just saying this, it is my absolute favorite flavor. So mocha was my favorite, vanilla is my favorite, then we got mocha, and now this is my absolute favorite because I love the warm spices of cinnamon and nutmeg and allspice and all those kinds of things. So let me show you super quickly how easy it is to make a smoothie. And then I'm going to show you what I've been doing almost every morning, which is my absolute favorite. So, and again, in your recipe ebook that you will get when you purchase this, there are some more sophisticated recipes, but I wanted to show you how super easy it is. So you can use a milk of your choice. You can use coconut milk. If you want to be super decadent, you can use coconut cream, or you can also, of course, use coconut milk in a can. So use a little bit of whatever milk you choose, a scoop, and I don't know if you can see this, but look, it has, that tint is all spices. So it has a sort of, I don't know, sort of beigey brown color to it. And that is all from the cinnamon, the nutmeg, the allspice. That is, there's no, and of course the pumpkin. So there's no, flavorings or colorings in this. So just literally a scoop in here and some ice and blend. So I can already smell all the spices. So it's that simple for the smoothie. I mean, again, we have some recipes that, make a more sophisticated smoothie if you want, but you know, this is super easy, particularly if you like an iced coffee or things like that. There's no caffeine in this, but look at the color of that. And in a minute, you'll see, can already start to see down at the bottom. Let me take a sip first. Oh my God, seriously delicious. Down on the bottom, you can already see how brown it is. So those are all, that's the cinnamon, the allspice and whatnot in there. So super duper delicious. Now, if you are, looking for a warm drink, it's also very easy. So I basically do the same thing. I don't have a handheld blender. So I'll do the same thing in the blender and then I heat it up. Over here on the stove, just heat it up quickly. Of course, you can stick it in the microwave if you want. I try to do things on the stove if possible. And then just pour in. Look at those spices. I don't know if you can see them there. Let me actually move up closer. So I mean, there's so many, but you see that's literally cinnamon and nutmeg pouring in there. And then it's frothy on the top, just like a latte is. Y'all like my mug? Mom's the boss. Actually, Elle's the boss, but we pretend with this mug. So then you can have a warm drink. So I've been drinking this too. It's so good. So same thing, just a little of your favorite alternative milk, a scoop of the paleo pumpkin spice flavored paleo protein powder. I do recommend that you put it in a blender or that you use, some sort of blending agent because it doesn't mix quite as well, particularly if you're using a cold milk, a milk that's been in the refrigerator, and then you can heat it up. So you can stick it in the microwave, you can put it on the stovetop, which of course is what I prefer.